I'm chilling at beautiful Lincoln Center. I just had an invited screening of Our Town, which you can get to see at Lincoln Center. The title I'm going to mess up, but it's like the for the performing arts, and it's amazing and it's free and accessible. All you need is a New York Public Library card. We love it. Okay, so last night was one of the most insane days of my life. Hi, Calvin. I'm gonna chat about last night, and feel free to ask all the questions. I love questions. The yodeling. I am here at the Yodel, the home of the Yodel. Floyd Collins. Oh my God. That was my first live red carpet, and I loved it. Jeremy Jordan yodeling for us was amazing. And then we went live last night on the red carpet at Town Hall celebrating Lin-Manuel Miranda. He got the inaugural, I was going to say Yodel Award, the Vanguard Award. That was amazing. So, feel free to ask questions for sure. I'm going to just start explaining things. Jeremy, my king, where he at? He is inside, presumably performing Floyd Collins right now. I just saw people lining up. This is great. They just have this grass area at Lincoln Center. I usually would sit right down there at the fountain, and this is great. Modest is hottest. Modest is hottest. Oh, what a banger from Teeth, the musical. Um, so last night I got to interview and be on a red carpet with just some of my favorite actors ever. Like half of the original Broadway cast of Hamilton. Like literally Lin-Manuel Miranda, Chris Jackson, Renee Elise Goldsberry, Philippa Sue, Jasmine Cephas Jones, Javier Munoz. Um, it was crazy. And then like in the Heights cast, Mandy Gonzalez. Um, was I was at the after party, but I didn't really see cast members there. I have a feeling like they were at either like an after party or they like hung out backstage. It was crazy. I know I was hoping to party it down, but I ended up having some of the delicious food and then going home to edit because I really wanted to like get that content up. The fact that I was like the fourth Skylar sister with them in a photo and video gave me life. And then Jordan Fisher taking my red carpet game and yes anding it was the best thing ever. If you haven't seen it yet, Jordan Fisher, I posted the video earlier, did a Lin-Manuel Miranda impression while doing Hamilton. It was amazing. Okay, Silly Willie's YouTube channel asked, have you ever seen Jeremy has James done James in Finding Neverland? I have not. Should I? That sounds great. Um, so insane. And then the performances. I really hope that they are releasing it like a PBS special or something like that. I am just like, it was one of the best things of my life. They were like combining Hamilton and Sondheim, Rent and Sondheim, Rent and Hamilton in the Heights. And it was like, oh, it was the thing. And then I saw that Hamilton and Town Hall shared this. But when the Schuyler sisters came out and we were singing like Angelica, Eliza, and Peggy, and I never got to see the original cast of Hamilton perform live, besides from, of course, the Disney Pro Shot. And what a way to spend a day celebrating Hamilton. Um, yeah, no, so sad. Like, same. I mean, so thrilled. I genuinely don't know. It also ended super late. There's a chance that they just like went home. It was like 11:30 or something. I mean, we were there. The red carpet. The press time was 6 p.m. So, and they were at. I kind of feel like the after party was more like they were all just hanging out backstage the whole time, and I guess Lynn wasn't, so Lynn probably wanted to hang out with his friends. But like Weird Al was there. I didn't get to interview Weird Al. He was like on the carpet. I remember I like I remember parts of the carpet. I'm excited to rewatch it as I'm editing. And of course, there's the YouTube live, so we can just like skim through that. But I was interviewing Javier Munoz, who I've interviewed before, so that was really exciting. I remember the first time he was the first person I saw perform as Hamilton. I went with my friend Julia. It was amazing. But so Javi and I were chatting, and all of a sudden, like the two of us are just looking around at how lucky we are to be alive right now, because it was like Weird Al, Nick Chris, Nicholas Christopher, Jordan Fisher, Mandy Gonzalez. Like as we are chatting, it was just like stimulation overload in the best possible way. Oh my God, it was amazing. It was hard to focus. And he was like, I promise I'm focused. I'm like, no, 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 I get it. Like it was gorgeous. And then so as I'm interviewing Lynn, instead of like changing it to being like, we're celebrating you, I was like, we're celebrating Lin Manuel Miranda. That's you. Because in my head, I was doing like that's true. Um, Incredible. Oh my God. Like one of the best carpets of my life. Starting out with Helen J. Shen and Andrew Barth Feldman was really exciting getting to film it like with my camera professionally so that we could edit it and post these clips later. And then also film it live for YouTube. We're hoping to keep doing that and then being able to like have another phone or a monitor that we can see all your comments in real time. Jackie has been absolutely amazing. My friend Jackie, oh my God, bless her. Jackie and my friend Oliver, who I was here at Floyd Collins with doing the opening night, and my friend Alyssa. My friends have been tag teaming to get me this amazing red carpet coverage. I so appreciate that. Rob, it's cool to see groups of people from different shows together and meeting each other for the first time. Yes, oh my God. That was like one of the best parts of seeing everyone interacting and like fangirling each other and just being like the biggest theater kids. What's the next award show before the Tonys? I actually just got accepted to the Drama Desk Awards, which will be June 1st. Is that the Sunday? Whatever the Sunday is. So stay tuned for another live red carpet. And then we're also going to be chatting. We're also at the press pool area for that. So I'm really excited. So Jackie and I will be covering the Drama Desk Awards. I got to go find me a pretty outfit. I'm also really hoping that we get approved for the Tony Awards. I have submitted our names, praying, hopes and prayers. Oh my God, please. Please, we want to cover the Tonys. So many friends of the show. Okay, keep asking me questions or I will keep rambling. Or if you want me to ramble, let me know. Yesterday was just like, you can't even dream up like the people that you get to talk with and just be on a carpet with and have them be excited to chat with you. Vincent Jamal Hooper, oh my God, it's his birthday today. He and Daniel, oh my God, I was gonna say Daniel Breaker. That's another Hamilton person. Yearwood did Brother Mufasa song. Oh my God, they were so good. There were so many mashups. Oh my God, I was so happy. Oh, and then there was a Mandy Gonzalez saying Part of Your World, and then like did a like Little Mermaid OG and the new one that Lynn worked on. Oh, that was so good. Um, Courtney asking if I get paid to do red carpets. I do not. Please send me your money. No. You can join my Patreon if you want. Yeah, no, I don't. It is like because most people would be getting paid by their big company, but because I run bwaySHO, I run my own company. I don't. I am fundraising now, and all the money is tax deductible if you do it via this link. It's the link's in my Instagram bio. I need to get better at like promoting that. Maybe I'll talk about that tomorrow. Thank you for asking that question. But I would have loved to have enough money to have a paid videographer, paid editor, so I can focus on doing the interviews and the quick clips because it's rough out here. But I love what I do, and I get free theater tickets, and I get to be in the room where it happens, and that's really awesome. Rob is saying since it's at Radio City, hopefully they'll be able to accept more than last year at Lincoln Center. Yes, yes, yes. Please, please, please. When I was at the Tonys a few years ago, I also got an invite from a friend to attend the rehearsals in the morning. So I'm really hoping, please, 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 that we get that as well. Rob saying I'm a big Broadway fan, but I've never been to NYC. So I really appreciate your content. That helps me keep me informed. Thank you. That's the dream, is to spread the good theater love with everyone, make you feel part of it. That's all I want. I love making theater more accessible. I love sharing my love of theater. I'm just a theater kid that's also a professional journalist. I'm so lucky to do what I do. Um, yeah, it's cool. Moments like last night were especially cool because, when I left my television job after my contract was up and not renewing it, it was a big risk. And through the power of theater kids and journalism and friends and fans and chosen family, we have built bwaySHO up together. I think doing these YouTube lives are going to be like a game changer. We're also doing a series called Show Me, and that we're hiring a YouTube editor for. If you want to sponsor an episode, let me know, or contribute. If you donate at least $100, your name is added to the thank yous at the end of the episode. I would love to do a Show Me for the Lynn event yesterday. That was Lynn Sanity. Is so crazy. Just like moment after moment of happiness and surprises. It was the same night as the Cheetah Rivera Awards, and I was devastated to miss that. But I did get some great coverage of the Meet the Nominees with the Cheetah Rivera Awards, and I posted that across platforms. I've been trying to post across YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Threads as much as possible. The only thing with TikTok is that she still keeps telling me that my videos are not original. It's like, girly, I'm the one with the pink hair. I did the repinkening last night just to make sure it was extra pink. And this pink hair dye is courtesy of Haley Williams. If you missed that, I interviewed Haley Williams. Incredible. National Broadway Institute. Thank you so much. National Dance Institute. Did I say that? I'm still like half awake. I did stay up into the wee hours of the morning editing. And then I've been editing all day. And then I saw Our Town here at Lincoln Center for a special screening. That was amazing. I have met JJ Neiman. I love JJ Neiman. We've done some interviews. I have to make sure that they're uploaded. I sometimes have so much content from a day, which is why I want to have a professional editor that I can just give them all my content and they can post it for me because there's a lot of content, which I'm so grateful for. Ooh, what Broadway composers have I met? Thank you, Broadway boy bows, for these great questions. I've met Lin-Manuel Miranda, Shayna Taub, and now don't cancel me. I'm like, who are the composer? Not like who, but like I'm trying to think. Like, are some of these just lyricists and some of them are composers? But Alan Menken, Jason Robert Brown, so many incredible, incredible people. I was gonna say the people from Shrek, who I just saw right here. Oh my God, and Thoroughly Modern Millie and Kimberly Akimbo. Um, What about podcasting? Have you ever been a guest on a podcast? I listen to a lot on Broadway Podcast Network. What a great question. So I actually used to have a podcast on the Broadway Podcast Network called bwaySHO the podcast, and it was my live interviews I did during quarantine. They were so much fun. But once again, with the editing, it's so tough. I am trying to get back into maybe bringing the episodes of Show Me. Do you want that? Let me know if you want me to go back to doing Broadway Podcast Network episodes. I've been a guest on a few podcasts. I recently was a guest on Broadway Workout, Broadway Fitness. Oh my God. Broadway. I remember. I was too sleepy. I was a guest on something and it was great. Um, Okay, Courtney, that's a great question. Do you truly like every show? How do you handle interviews after actors were in shows you didn't enjoy? such a great question. So I'd say for the most part, um, I can find something in a musical that I love. Like I'm pretty easy to entertain. Love some good singing, dancing. Love a good vocal moment. Um, there are definitely some shows that I'm like, okay, this wasn't for me, or like I could have used that. There were a few plays that I didn't love for the subject. For the most part, if I just didn't like a show, but like it was just like not for me. Maybe it was a great show, it just like wasn't my cup of tea. I just like won't talk about it. And there's a good chance that even if I didn't like a show, I still probably love the actors in it. So um, I can still find great things to ask the actors about, even if I didn't love the whole show. Um, but you know, like if the show is problematic, then I'm getting better at like calling them out. And so, because my whole dream was to make theater more accessible and have a page that theater professionals can go to and it's positive only. Because sometimes, you know, a bad New York Times review can make your show close early. And so I really wanted to be a positive space for that. But obviously, I don't like love every show. But I certainly enjoy being in the theater. Like, I just love me some theater. I'm definitely a musical girly. But sometimes a play gets me. Like, I love seeing Our Town. I've loved everything Kara Young is part of. I really need to see Purpose because I've seen every other show. Um, Ooh, Broadway Boy Bow is asking, do you like golden shows? Like anything goes. Uh, so Kiss Me Kate, She Loves Me, etc. Yes, yes, yes. I'm definitely more of like a contemporary girly with like Newsies and Legally Blonde and 13 and Sondheim and um Hades Town and Hamilton and In the Heights. Oh my God, and Juliet, maybe Happy Ending, Operation Mincemeat, Floyd Collins, Dead Outlaw, so many shows. But I loved She Loves Me. I was in my high school production of Kiss Me Kate. Um, oh my God, I need to see that Next to Normal production. I saw a production of that at Vanguard in New Jersey, and it was so good. Um, You've been in the Heights? Oh, we love that. One of the best. One of the best. Yeah, I love most shows. I haven't necessarily seen everything. I, you know, it's funny growing up in New York. I felt very lucky. I got to like come into the city and see shows, and so I kind of never saw some of the ones like that were online that I'm catching up on now. The pandemic, I was really grateful for a lot of musical theater that has been filmed like for PBS. Um, so I feel like the shows like Rent and Tick Tick Boom that I grew up listening to or that I've listened to a lot recently, those are like the shows that I can quote and sing full out. But I love most musical theater. Like last night when I asked Lynn to sing his favorite lyric, he's so quick. Oh my God, when we played that game at about Sondheim at Sweeney Todd, he was so fast. And he sang like the It's All Happening, which I reference a lot. And I actually never got to see Bring It On. I have to see if it's here at the archives at Lincoln Center. So I love Bring It On, the movie. Oh my God, it was one of my favorite shows. And I missed it on Broadway, but I do listen to that song a lot. So it was cool when he was like referencing one of his like deep cuts. And I was like, I know what that song is. I love making musical theater references. Um, do I have any plans to cover any regional theater? Like Lynn said, Bring It On is coming somewhere out of town. Right. Oh my God, good point. It's going to the Muni, I believe. I would love, 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 love. I've never been to the Muni, but I want to every year. Oh my God, when Fergie was performing in Legally Blonde, I was like, please. And my friend Savvy Jackson and The Little Mermaid. Like, I really, oh my God, it's that tough. Tough. Okay, I'm gonna definitely have to go see that soon. But the problem is that funds are tough. Like, if someone would like fly me out to cover the Muni, oh my God, I'd have the best time. Oh my God, yes, Daniel. La Cage. Oh, Falls. So good. I think that's like my biggest thing is I'll get invites. Like I really want to go to DC/Virginia to see the Signature Theater production of the unauthorized musical of oh my God, the Joe Iconis, George Salazar, Hunter S. Thompson, unauthorized Hunter S. Thompson musical. Um, I like kaboom, kaboom. I would love that. But the trains are expensive, and sometimes with theater, we get like a lot of last minute invites, whether it's a last minute invite to a show or like a gala, a one night only performance. Sometimes I found out last moment that I get invited to an invited dress or an opening night. So I try to keep a lot of my days open. Most Broadway opening nights and like big award shows, I keep open, but it makes it tough to travel. But yeah, I love taking the show on the road. I've had a show on the road like segment that I would love to do if I can get the funds for it. If anyone has recommendations for funds, let me know. Sponsorships. But that's why we started the Show Me video series, and you can find that in the Instagram bio. That if you want to donate anything that is so helpful. Um, do I ever have an off season, or is your Broadway 365? I mean, like it's pretty 365. Um, I am hoping I might be able to go to London for West End Live and Edinburgh for Fringe. I do have to like look into if I can afford the flights and the travel, because even with like free tickets, which is amazing, which I'd also have to look into, traveling is expensive. And while bwaySHO is my full time emotional job and time job, sometimes I do still have like side jobs to bring in the money. Um, but like post Tonys after the Jimmy, oh my God, I really hope I get to cover the Jimmy Awards this year. I've always been out of town, or I was at a friend's wedding last year, but I've always wanted to cover the Jimmys. So hopefully I can do that this year. But like after the Jimmys, there's a bit of a break, but sometimes there are summer opening nights. And then like I'd say the longest break is really like December, January, right around like the holidays shows. There's not a lot happening. A lot of shows aren't opening up. So I'm not covering openings, and then I'm not seeing shows because I usually see shows right around when they're opening, because that's when press tickets or content creator tickets are. Um, so I want to get better at planning trips for like December, January, because also it's so cold in New York. Will Maybe Happy Ending win Best Musical? That's a great question. I think for most of the awards this season, I actually think it could go like any way. It's just so incredible how many actors and directors and shows are nominated. I'd say the one of the people I'm saddest that didn't get the Tony nomination was Helen J. Shen. I understand that category was absolutely stacked, but I wish that there had been like a tie and they could have had a sixth person. Oh my God, I love Helen, but really glad that Helen's getting recognized in the other awards. I don't know Mark Hallman, I don't think, but would love to. I'll have to give them a search. Let's chat for like 6 more minutes or so. Let's make it like a nice 30. And then I'm going to go get some dinner or go home and make dinner. Um, so I've been out all day where I've been editing, and then I saw Our Town here, which is amazing at Lincoln Center. They invited me to a special screening. They had some good snacks and even got some fancy sparkling water. Love me some sparkling water. So any other questions? We can chat about the Linsanity of last night, award season, any other theater questions. I'm pretty much an open book. I'm very happy for my friend Jack Malone, who has been getting a lot of recognition for his performance in Operation Mincemeat. Dear Bill is such a gorgeous song. He's such a great performer. I've gotten to know his girlfriend and his dog, Drax, who's just like the cutest dog. I got to hold his Olivier Award. That was so exciting. I've also gotten to hold a Tony Award. I've held Alex Newell's Tony Award. I held got to spin Jonathan Groff's last year after Merrily. That was awesome. Ooh, how many Tony Awards will Death Becomes Her win? Such a great question. I mean, look, I'm not great at predicting, or I don't always love to do those type of guesses, just because there's so many amazing people, and I don't want to say one over another. I have gotten to love and know, because obviously, we've loved Chris Catali forever, but I've gotten to know him this year, and that's been really exciting to see his work with Death Becomes Her, of course, Newsies 13, and that's been really exciting. But so, I mean, it could go, the choreography or director could go to Chris, it could go to, I know that maybe Happy Ending and Michael Arden has, he's been winning a lot. Could go so many different ways. Paul Taswell, Costumes Love. Yes, actually, I was right over there at a special at the Rose Building for a very special early screening of Wicked Part One, where Paul Taswell did a talk back. It was amazing. If you saw any photos or videos of my friend Ryan and I dressing up in Glinda and Elphaba drag, that's where we were, and that was amazing. Joey's asking my favorite Hadestown song. What a good question. Okay, I mean, I love all of them, but the one that gets like stuck in my head the most and I always want to listen to and I never skip is Wait for Me Reprise or Reprise. Oh, what a banger. I'm coming, wait for me, show the way. Oh, like I love a good like interweaving of melodies and like when the chorus is involved. Oh my God, I love that. What's your favorite Hadestown song? Man, I love Hadestown. What a great musical. I remember seeing Hadestown during previews, and seeing it like during the first act, saying to my friend at intermission, like, well, this show's gonna win everything. And then it basically did. How many times have you seen Oh Mary? So I saw Oh Mary once off Broadway when I ushered with my friend Ryan, the same Ryan from Wicked. We ushered and we got to see it. It was amazing. And then I saw it once with press tickets on Broadway, and that was amazing. Cole Escola, oh my God. I actually got to interview Conrad Ricamora for the first time last week, and that was really exciting. I love that company. Oh my God. I think actually, when it comes to best play, I think it's a tight one between O'Mary and John Proctor as the villain. I think they both could come away with it. Such great performances. I would love to see it with Titus, and I'm excited to see who they keep having in it. Oh my God, I love O'Mary. I cried of laughter. Broadway by Ghostlight. Oh my God, it has been way too long. How are you, friend? I hope I get to see you soon, Mark. I think of you every time I see a ghost light. I just want you to know. Mark and I had a crazy two-show night when we saw the final Friday Diana the musical, from like rush tickets or lottery tickets, and then we saw Spider-Man, the like midnight screening of No Way Home. Am I remembering that correctly? Oh my God, that was like the most energetic, great night. Oh my God. Joey saying way down Hadestown, way down Hadestown. You saw it for your birthday on Broadway. Oh my God, that's awesome. Yes, such an epic night. Oh my God. I love adventures. I love when friends yes and me and we go and go and go. Okay, y'all, we've been chatting for 29 minutes. That's wild. And as you can tell, I'm kind of losing my voice. I was starting to lose it this morning slash last night after that epic carpet, but so worth it. Hello, Ira Benjamin. So, any final questions? Let me know. But I want to do these YouTube lives more often. Ragtime is back on Broadway. Yes, it's coming back right here. It will be with Joshua Henry. Oh my God, that production made me sob. I hope it's the whole cast from Encores, but I'm really glad to see who they're bringing back. Oh my God, such a good production. Also, can we talk about Joshua Henry and his magical voice? and him singing last night. He didn't do the red carpet, so I didn't know I was going to see him. So original In the Heights cast members, Robin De Jesus and Joshua Henry sang, and it was magical. Um, Joshua did like, for real though, it was so good. And then Robin did performed as Usnavi. Oh my god! Like I'm telling you, the theater kid in me, which is just who I am. Like I am a theater kid through and through. And then Andrew Garth Feldman singing Mark. Oh my god! Helen J. Shen singing absolutely anything. Anissa Folks. Oh my god, they did Freestyle of Supreme. Then they ended with Warriors. Oh, it was so good. Honey and lemon, please, for voice. Yes, yes, yes. I do. I need to get. Actually, I got honey from my friend's wedding this weekend. That was like their wedding gift from Portland. That was gorgeous. Also, a side note. So I was like covering stuff all last week, and then I did standby for a flight Friday morning. Was the last passenger for this Friday flight to Portland. I am so grateful I got on because otherwise it was like either 8 a.m. or like 8 p.m. It was crazy. I don't know why those were the only two options. Oh my God. I made it. I was at the rehearsal dinner and got to like take photos for my friends. And then the wedding was so gorgeous on Saturday. Beautiful Portland. And then Sunday we hung out, and then I took the red eye Sunday night, got here Monday, sent them their like videos and photos. That was my wedding gift to them. Like to be like a second shooter unofficial. And they loved the videos and photos, and that made me so happy. And then I like went home, showered, attempted to recover, edit some stuff from the Cheetah Rivera Awards and post that. And then repink my hair and then cover the awards yesterday. So I'm exhausted. I think tomorrow I'm sleeping until I like wake up. Um oh no, I have another press day tomorrow. Paper Mill Playhouse. I'm so booked and blessed. Isn't that great? If only booked and blessed with money. That would be so great. But I do have some good partnerships going. And then I am going to the special Smash event tomorrow, which should be great. Favorite theater in New York. Ooh, I do love me some Lincoln Center. The Hudson's really nice. Although when I went to see All In, the angling wasn't great in the balcony. Their orchestra is great. I'm always really bummed because I'm very fun sized and I can't see over people. I don't know what my favorite theater is. Come back to me. Do love the Richard Rogers. A lot of special memories there. Being in the room where it happens. Okay. Any last questions? I'm gonna go. My throat's hurting, but my heart is full. I'm gonna go home, have some dinner, make some honey and tea, and watch Drag Race because I'm really into it. Season 14, baby. No spoilers, but I am loving that episode, that season so much. Thanks for watching. See you at the show.